It's going down. Y'all had the premiere, my man Clayton. Got legendary Clayton Patterson over there. That's Troy Harris right there. You got Elsa over there. Elsa and Clayton. Woo-hoo.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the BMW Guggenheim space that is it's been up and running now for about a month and a half now, I'd say, right? It's been a long time, but it's gone super fast. And we are going to be here until October 16th. And the whole idea behind this is to have a space where people can come together without having to pay, where people can come together and share stories, debate ideas, watch films, do workshops, seat theater, really get engaged in issues that are about how this city runs and who this city is for. We like theater, and we're really excited for tonight's event, because tonight's event is really about storytelling and telling stories that are happening here in the neighborhood, telling a lot of your stories that are people here tonight, and telling the stories of what's been happening in an area that's undergone a lot of change, and people who've been right at the front lines. So for what you're going to see tonight, for those who don't know, is a lot of frontline stories. And we have the privilege and honor of having people who've been living it right here in the audience tonight. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Rosanna Flutie from the Guggenheim, who is going to take away the rest of it.
It's a long-awaited event. Tonight we're screening the film Captured by a number of filmmakers, Ben Solomon, Jennifer First, and Dan Levin. The film is about the life and the story of Clayton Patterson, who's been a documentarian, an artist, an archivist, someone who's been working here on the Lower East Side since 1979 and non-stop. He's also been very much a guide as the way that we've been looking at the programming we've been having here in the lab. And we've also been having a series of 5 Sunday salons that Clayton has helped organize. The Harris brother, we have over there, we have Troy, and then also Donte's son right here.
We got the legendary Clayton Patterson.
There it is, back here with Holla BackTv.
Looking out on the street, it's like being in an aquarium, and when I look out on the street, I see this activity all day long.
Supporters. He has been sentenced to 90 days in jail for the theft. Here this morning to talk about why he is going to jail and why he is starting a hunger fast is Clayton Patterson.
They weren't getting the tape because they would somehow get rid of it and make it go away. Clayton began to have all kinds of
No, it was police misconduct. Buy yourself one of these. This is a revolutionary tool. Little brother is watching Big Brother. If you have one of these, it's cheap, it's accessible, it's a tool.
The man himself, Clayton Patterson, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Patterson.
Sometimes you can get a lesson in like 15 seconds or less that can change your life. And when I met Nelson Sullivan, he introduced me to that handheld camera. Then as soon as I saw that, I got it immediately. And I thought, wow. And then following that, by doing the hardcore scene and being in the pit and like that, you had to like learn how to focus fast, move with the action, and not get the camera kicked apart. So that, and then there was also a flow of energy that goes with these kind of movements. And so after doing the hardcore scene for a while, like you can see that Bad Brain show, and you know, the interesting thing for me about those shows, it's about one person with one camera and one point of view. So really what you're trying to do is capture as much as you can with one camera. Like, you know, you can see like Martin Scorsese shooting the Rolling Stones or something. He's got 20 cameras and every possible angle taken care of. But it's kind of like peeling an apple where you're trying to unpeel the whole piece and in a continuous peel and never have it break. And that's how I used to think of shooting.
You're about to watch Holla BackTv?
Yes.
Holla BackTV all day.
No place like home too, right?
No place like home.
And we'll just watch a couple of minutes here now. And then also I want to bring up Donte.
Shout out to the whole team, First Lady, everybody. They got music. Check out the music choice. First Lady, Scott Teller, the Angel, Ski, Lucky's gonna be 80s, and Cool Kid. Basically, you know, we're up and coming. We're a new coming hip hop group. We got the video on MTV Jams, we got the video on VH1 Soul, BET. We got the movie coming out, a whole bunch of stuff. So look out for us. You know, we're trying to bring the fun back in hip hop and have a good time. Now they hear on Holla BackTv. I saw them everywhere. Now look at them on Holla Back. Their swag is crazy. They got the throwbacks. Check this old school film. Shut everybody down. Respect their grind. Respect originality.
So this is Donte from Holla BackTv. He's like the next generation, next Troy's son.
This ain't my Lower East Side, me. Lower East Sider, where New York poets reinvented the spoken word. Telling of the street struggle from Avenue D to Smith to Baruch, all the way down to 14th Street. Who is this? Lower East Side, with her yuppie NYU students and her young urban professionals. I don't know you. I don't know this bar after bar, restaurant after restaurant. Shut up what a community was. She is a ghost. Very close to stole my bike. Showed these niggas cooker. Showed me corpses.
Buy and play that. I think it's an extraordinary movie. It moves very well. It's edited extremely well. And you can see where Troy is, or Donte is getting his props from. You can see where Donte is getting his ambition from, his direction. And I wanted to pass the mic over to Troy for a bit.
Actually, my brother Kevin Harris actually produced the film also, and we grew up on the Lower East Side all our lives, and we come from a diverse community, Little Italy, Chinatown, but we actually captured the urban side, you know, from the project from Smith all the way down to Compost. So what happened was we was looking for an open door, and we actually ran into Clayton, and he had history from when me, myself, and my brother was kids, and we just combined, and we actually bridged it. Had like a 2 CD disc that we trying to actually get out, and it's showing the diversity in the Lower East Side, and it starts with the 1500s. First, there's a history part. It shows before a lot of the buildings were put up. It shows slave galleries. It shows prostitution. It shows a lot before the actual settings were put up. It shows the whole 42nd Street. But we focus more on the urban side there. So we were showing different sides of the graffiti, the dances, the clothes stylings and the stuff, you know, that was left behind. But we captured the last before the regentrification. And we captured some happy scenes and some sad scenes. But we tried to do an overall scene of educational too, where if you're looking for someone on the Lower East Side, you can go to that actual spot and say, well, hey, this was that spot, this is that place. So we actually have a book coming out also, and it's called No Place Like Home. Thank you.
Yes, I think it would be great at some point if we could get some support in some kind of way, because like I say, between Troy and myself, we can really cover a large portion of the Lower East Side, and that history really is disappearing quickly. I'd also like to give a quick nod out to, there's Tom Modernist there. He did the big frog that's in PS20. You can see the big frog. Great. His wife Colleen, avant-garde filmmaker from
Big Blue, what you thought about my man Clayton real quick, in like 30 seconds?
He's showing the whole real Lower East Side, man.
Oh, man.
Like I said in the beginning, if you didn't have your face on that man's wall, you're not from the Lower East Side.
Shout out to my man. What you thought about Clayton real quick? What you thought about Clayton?
Yo, this shit is crazy, man. It's brought me back from childhood to today. Yo, picture this. Yo, he pictured that. Every week we used to run to the suit. Like, yo, I'm here. Yo, thank you again, Clayton.